So it is now confirmed Barcelona will be taking on Real Madrid in the Supercopa de España final after Real Madrid did the job today against Atletico Madrid. A simple professional 2-1 victory. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, guys. This is the match reaction of the Madrid Derby. And like I mentioned, it ended 2-1. Real Madrid ended up getting all of the spoils. It wasn't definitely easy for them. They really had to work hard to get this win. Really hard. Atletico Madrid played quite well. They were the better team on, performance-wise. But obviously, at the end of the day, performance without result is nothing. And in the end, Real Madrid, they got the result. They got the win. And yeah, this is your match reaction, guys, where we're going to be getting into all of it. So make sure you guys smash the like button on your way in. And let's get this reaction started. Now, Real Madrid, both teams, they really went strong today. Very, very strong. I think this is the best 11 that both teams can really bring. I guess with injuries aside, right? And as you can see, Atletico Madrid went with a 4-4-2 formation with Oblak in goal, Akpibel and Hanko in the defense alongside Rodrygo and Marcos Llorente out in the fullback positions with Alex Baena playing on the left midfield, Giuliano Simeone out in the right midfield, and Koke alongside Conor Gallagher in the midfield with Soloth and Alvarez being the front two strikers. And Real Madrid, they went with a 4-2-3-1 formation today. Alonso went with a very, very strong lineup, the best lineup he could bring up. Courtois in goal. He's got Rodrygo and Raul Asensio out in the defense with Federico Valverde out in the right back position, and Carreras out in the left back with Camavinga and Tchouaméni out in the midfield with Jude Bellingham in the 10, Rodrygo on the right, and Vinny on the left with Jean Gonzalo Garcia out in the attack. And listen, from the start, both teams went straight for the neck, right? Literally, within the first few seconds, Real Madrid were already offered a free kick in a very dangerous area. And it's funny, if you guys were watching my match reaction, you guys will see, I said this is not the kind of free kick you want to give to Madrid. They really do have a lot of shooters in their team that can really hit it, right? Guys like Federico Valverde, even guys like Rodrygo, right? They have shown that they can take set pieces. And long behold, they ended up making them pay. What a strike. What a strike. Even as a Barca fan, credit where credit is due. That was a fire strike there by Federico Valverde. Absolutely no chance for Jan Oblak. Madrid take the lead after almost a minute 30 seconds. And honestly, after that, things did improved for Atletico Madrid. They were the better team from there. They had most of the possession. They were basically playing very, very well. Real Madrid was sitting back, trying to hit them on the counter. But really, there was no urgency from Real Madrid to kind of go forward and try to, be on their neck. They kind of let Atletico Madrid get more and more confident as the game went on. You understand what I mean, right? Atletico Madrid started to realize these guys are not going to attack us that much if we close all the spaces. And that's what they did well. And they had a lot of chances. Alexander Soloth was absolutely wasteful, man. Wasteful. Like, seriously, I know he got the goal in the second half, which I will get into, but my goodness, bro, was this guy wasteful, right? And that's the thing with him, isn't it? Because most of his best work, he's basically a bench player. When he's given an opportunity to start in big games, he doesn't really perform that much. Unless your name is called Barcelona, where he decides to turn into the reincarnation of R9 every time he plays against us. But yeah, I digress. Atletico Madrid were the better team. They had a few good chances, mainly Soloth, and fair play to Thibaut Courtois. He had an amazing game, especially in that first half. He made two unbelievable saves in that first half. Two unbelievable ones, right? First one, corner kick, man, point blank header. What a save. Had another one in the second half, in that first half again. Another great save. And Soloth even had one where he had a point blank header. Bro, you got to take those chances. And he headed it, somehow missed the whole target. Absolutely embarrassing. But as much as I'm sitting here talking about Atletico Madrid having chances, Real Madrid in that first half did have a chance to make it 2 goals with Rodrygo. My goodness, man. Rodrygo did well. Counter, one of the few times where the counter actually worked, right? Going straight to Rodrygo. cuts inside, man. You've got all of that net staring you right in the face, and you shoot it straight at the keeper. Not good enough. Not good enough. And in the end, luckily for Madrid, they didn't concede despite the amount of times they were getting absolutely pelted in that first half. Second half starts. Atletico Madrid seems like nothing's changed. They just keep going forward, going forward, going forward. But the first 10 minutes, Real Madrid ended up getting rewarded because one of the few times, again, where their counter actually worked, Federico Valverde, amazing pass to find Rodrygo. Rodrygo takes the beautiful touch, goes one-on-one, makes it 2-0. And yeah, you're thinking, okay, well, Madrid, you took your chances. Atletico Madrid being wasteful, they got exactly what they deserved. But just when Madrid was starting to get comfortable, Alexander Sørloth finally decides to wake up. And cross comes into the box, great header, 2-1. And now you're thinking, okay, good. Now we're 60 minutes played, 2-1. Still, we got 30 more minutes to play, man. Let's go. This game is not over. Atletico Madrid didn't really offer much after that, I would say, for the first 20 minutes after they scored that consolation. I didn't really remember a lot of chances in the game. I think Real Madrid might have actually been going forward a little bit more, but even though they were not creating chances either, right? And really, things didn't really change that much. We saw Sørloth coming off and, Griezmann coming on. And Griezmann, he had a great bicycle kick that, Courtois had to save. But, yeah, that was it. And listen, I have to call him out, guys. I need to also point out, shout-outs to Julian Alvarez. I'm going to be very real. If you guys look at FootMob's rating, they gave him a 7.5. I have no idea where he got this 7.5. I'm sorry, chat. You tell me, guys. Do you guys remember anything he did in the game? I mean, apart from that pass to Llorente that nearly was the equalizer late in the game, he was quiet. People are going to come at Sørloth for his wastefulness, and he was wasteful. But let's keep it 100, man. Like, Julian Alvarez today was quiet. At least Sørloth was putting himself out there. Alvarez was barely putting himself out there in this game. Absolutely not. Right? And Real Madrid, they just defended. They defended for their lives, and they got the win. Yeah, congratulations to Madrid. But if I'm going to talk about some players individually from both teams, I have to say this right now, right? Some of these players did not perform well, right? Rodrygo, he didn't have a good first half. He had a sitter, but he ended up scoring. Vinicius, once again, everyone always talks about Vinicius this, Vinicius that. What was he doing today? Barely nothing. The only impact that he made was coming off the pitch, right? Once again, throwing a tantrum. That's it. That is it, right? And this is where the question is always loaded with Vinny and Mbappe, right? Who is the problem? Many people look at Mbappe, many people look at Vinny, right? I understand both positions, but this is the problem with Vinny, right? When Mbappe is not here, this is the kind of game where you should be turning up. But you're not. You're not. And this is where now a lot of the Mbappe supporters are going to be like, well, okay, if that was Mbappe on the left, it would have been a different story, right? And also, I got to say this too. Gonzalo Garcia, quiet today. But I think it was more of the way Simeone set up. I think he knew the kind of threat that Gonzalo Garcia was going to be. So Gonzalo Garcia was really quiet in this game, definitely. But yeah, that was it. I mean, I also say shout outs to players like Jude Bellingham also, right? I know I always go at Jude, but I think he actually had a great game in this game. I'm not going to lie. I don't think he was bad at all. I think in the midfield, alongside Camavinga, they were the only ones doing anything. Because I think Tchouaméni was poor today. Right? And yeah, that's what I think. Those are the players I do want to shout out. Also, shout out to Federico Valverde, man of the match, well deserved. He was definitely the player of the game today. Goal and assist. He carried this team today. What a performance from him, and what also a performance from Thibaut Courtois. Listen, I always give praises to Joan Garcia. I was giving him praises for his game against Espanyol, saying that he won us this game. You could argue that Courtois is the reason why they won today. Let's be real. Especially in that first half, the saves he was making that first half was integral to why they won this game. So yeah, give it up for Courtois. But as far as Atletico is concerned, yes, a lot of these players didn't turn up. None of these guys were really that good. I think Marcos Llorente late in the game started creating some chances, right? He was getting a few shots. Many people were saying he was being wasteful, but I think, he actually did well with some of the chances he was getting, right? The rest of the attackers, Soloth got a goal, didn't really do anything apart from that. He was really a scrub for most of the game before that. I think Antoine Griezmann, who came on later on in the second half, right? He actually, he was being more of a problem, and that's why I felt like he should have started this game over Alexander Soloth. I think if Soloth came off the bench, I think he would have been more of a problem than he was in the starting. But yeah, it is what it is. But look, the good news, the big news obviously is that Madrid won. So Sunday, it's El Clasico time. It is time to run it back. Now, as you all know, last year we played them in the final and it wasn't even close. We absolutely belt to ass last season, right? So you know what? It's time to run it back. We just destroyed Athletic Bilbao yesterday. So clearly we still have that hunger of goals in us. I need these guys to be starving. Remember, they've already beaten us this season. And since they've beaten us, they have not shut up about it. Okay? It is time to humble these Madridistas. It is time to put them back in the holes that they were in the past 1 year. Alright? So yeah, let's get it done, man. Let us get it done. Let's get the W on Sunday. But listen, like I mentioned, it is what it is. Barcelona versus Real Madrid in the final. What do I think is going to happen? From what I see today, in conclusion, I think we will win. I know, I'm going to talk about the Barca Madrid preview in another game, but from what I have seen today, I'm sorry, man. If Real Madrid play against us like this, they are getting piped. Because let me tell you something, bro. You're not going to be dealing with Alexander Solots, bro. Okay? I have Rafinha who's cooking. Ronnie Baji is cooking. Yamal is going to probably start in that game. Firmino is on form. Olmo is on form. Lewandowski didn't even play against Bilbao. So he's going to be fresh. Right? Pedri is there. We have all of the tools to absolutely destroy Real Madrid in that final. And from what I saw today, it's not looking good for you guys. But it is what it is, man. Let me know what you guys think about the game in the comment section below. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. As always, y'all know what to do, man. But until Sunday, big up to you guys. Visca el Barça, Visca el Catalunya, and peace, you guys. Take care.